Hey guys, welcome back to my first tutorial on UDK. In the other one I showed you how to install and download it. In this one we're going to be making a simple game, just uh, just you, an enemy, and you both fight in a building, like a place, like you shoot each other. So first you want to do is go to this, create a new level. It's like a page, blank page and blank map, and you're going to be brought up with this cube. So now, if you know how to do these, I won't explain it, but if you don't, to rotate it like this, you have to hold down your right mouse button. To zoom in and out, you have to scroll on the mouse, and to go forward, backward, and look around like this, it's to hold down your left button. Okay, now we'll need a building to fight in, so then we can stand on it, and there'll be 4 walls and a ceiling. To do this, we go into brushes, right click on the cube, and we get brought up with the properties of the cube. So you want to set the X to 2000, the Y to 2000, and the Z to 600, and you want to press hollow. I'll show you why, and build. Then you want to go and add a CSG. It's in the CSG section, top left corner, and it says add CSG or press Ctrl A on your keyboard. So why did I want you to create hollow is because now we've created a building, so like a place with a floor, 4 walls, and a ceiling where we can stand on. You can do it the other way, but it'll take ages, so I just prefer this way. So that's how we're going to be building houses. Now we want to add a light point, because if we click the lit mode, that's how it's going to be looking when we start the game. So it's basically going to be dark. So we go back into unlit mode, and we basically just try to find the middle. Right click, add actor, add light point, stop one. So now as you can see, here we have a light point, and it lights up some of it. So we want to be set in the middle, but we don't know here if it's the middle or not. So to make it in the middle, we go into viewpoint, restore viewpoint, and we click on this, and we get brought up with 4 boxes. The top right corner box is the side view. The top left is the front view of our box, and the bottom left is our top view. Okay, so now as we're in here, we click on the light, and we basically drag where we think the middle is. So I think it's over here, and in here we just drag it in here. Now we want to bring it up and scale it. To scale it, we press spacebar twice, or go into this part over here and press scaling mode, and we just want to just make it bigger, as big as you can. So now we've got a light point, that's how it's going to look in the game. So we go back into unlit mode, we go into one of the corners no matter what, and right click again, add actor, and add player start. That's basically you. So as you can see, the player start will be facing that wall over here, because you can see with the blue point, where the blue point is pointing, that's where you're going to be pointing when you start. But we wanted to look over here, because that's where enemies are going to be. So what you want to do is click on the player start, click the end key, so then it's to the ground, so then you don't fall when you spawn, and click the spacebar once, or go into here and click rotation mode. Now we want to select the blue box or the bottom one, and we want to rotate it, so then it'll go to the other wall. I think that's perfect. Now as we can see, it's going to be facing this wall over here. Now we'll need to add some color to it, because a checkerboard map is boring. To do this, we go into the content browser over here, and we click it, and in here we can basically do our material, static meshes like mountains. We want to click all assets and materials, because we need a material. So for the floor, we just type in here floor, and it'll bring up with different kinds of floors. So I'm just gonna go with this one, the one I just pick. Then we go wall for walls, and drag them onto the walls to the sides. Then I'll just bring the material onto the wall. And for the roof, we type in roof, and we bring up kinds of roofs. So I'm just gonna take this one, and that's it. That's all. Now we want to add a player, our enemy. Oh no, first we're gonna set it to deathmatch mode, because now it's not in deathmatch mode. Because now if we spawn, we're gonna be without a gun. We're just gonna be, we can't even see ourselves, like no hand and all, just running around doing nothing. So to do deathmatch mode, we go into view, work properties, and game type. The drop down box game type. It's gonna be only 3 things over here. We want the top one and the bottom one. So default game type, we set this to UT deathmatch, and the game type for Pi UT deathmatch as well. So now if we spawn, we're gonna be with a gun, and we can shoot, and we're gonna have the ammo box and the health. Now we want our enemy, because just going and shooting around, it's just gonna be boring, shooting walls. To do this, we go into the outer corner. We go into the outer corner and right click, add actor, add path node, and click the end key, so then when it spawns it's going to be on the ground. So now we have our path node, which is our player. Sorry for that. Just confused them here. Oh Jesus. Okay. So now we have our path node, but as we can see, the path node is going to be facing this wall over here. We don't want that. We want it to be facing us. So to be facing us, we again go back into, we click on it, press spacebar once, select the bottom one, and rotate it so then the blue thing faces us. So I think that's it. Good enough. Oh sweet Jesus, what am I doing? I'm sorry for this, it's a bit laggy because I'm using a recording program. Okay, now we've got our path node, which is our enemy, set up so it's facing us. But we want the enemy to be with a gun as well, and so then it'll be against us. To do this, we go into Unreal Kismet, which is over here. You can click over here, go view and Unreal Kismet. So I'm just gonna click this. So the Unreal Kismet is basically our enemy. So we set everything for our enemy. Not how it's gonna look, but you know what I mean. So we're in the, first we want to go to this gray box, right click, new action, actor factory. So that's our actor, that's the path node itself. Then we go into the other side, new event, and level loaded. So as you can see, the level loaded is a bit on the bottom. I don't want that. So if I just move it, it's gonna move the both of them. But to move only the level loaded, we hold down the control key and just bring it up where we want it. Now we want to join the loaded invisible, spawn actor, beginning of level, spawn actor, and level reset, spawn actor. Then we go down and we add new object var using path node 0, and we connect the spawn point to this, and that's basically it. Now we click on the actor factory, and that's basically in here. Is our enemy. So in factory we wanted to set it up, just go down. I want to set it up UT actor factory AI. That's our enemy now. We want to go to force deathmatch AI. We have to check that, and so then it's going to be against us. Then we go down to the pawn class, drop down the box, and we go UT pawn, select that, and we could give default inventory. You can go over here and give it inventory, so like a rocket launcher, but I just go with the default. It's easier. And that's it. Don't change anything in here, not spawn count, not anything, and we're just basically done. Now we need to build our paths and lightning. To do this, we're going to build. We can build lightning and the paths differently, or we can just click build all and they'll build everything for us. I'll just wait for this. So it might take a while, so I'll just be back when it's done. Here, when we build everything, it says map should have kill Z set, that's kill zone. A map now build production. That's not an error, that's, never mind that, but this one I'll tell you why you should not do that. So we go close it, and now if we click play, we're gonna spawn with a gun, and here's our enemy, and we just shoot her and kill her. So yeah, don't know what's wrong with this. I'm just gonna click on it and click the end key again. Bring it over here. Okay, about the kill zone thing. So if we go into view and world properties and zone info, and we set this to 0, I'm not gonna do that. Don't want to ruin it. No, actually I'll do it because we can. So we go into view, world properties, kills at 0. You don't do it, I'm just showing you. I'll click enter, and then we build the AI paths again. Oh no, nope. Okay, now if we click play, we're just gonna basically die every time we spawn. Every time. So if you did that, you can just click the undo the last action or Control Z, and it just undoes the last action. And that's basically it for this tutorial. Next tutorial I'll be adding jump pads and vehicles and pickup factories so we can pick up weapons. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, and to save it, we're going to file, save all, or save as, and in here we go, capital D and M, a slash, and I'll just go with tutorial map. You can name it anything, but you have to put the DM in front and the slash, because then it'll save as a deathmatch. Because if you don't do that, when you start the game, you won't spawn with a gun. So thanks guys for watching, and stay and subscribe for more videos.